Good morning, YouTube fam. It is Monday morning and I'm feeling like amped right now. I think it's because I went to the gym this morning. I got a matcha, I got up early, I took care of a few things early in the morning, and it always just gets me feeling like so good and energized for the day. I'm gonna take you guys along a kind of like a work week in the life, like showing a little bit of the behind the scenes of what it's like to work for myself, to be in social media, to have my own business. Like, what does that even look like? What am I doing every day? Because I feel like I get asked that a lot, and it's a good question because it's a lot of like behind the scenes work that you wouldn't see on social media. So let's get started with the day. I'm doing a little bit of computer work to get started and I'm excited to show you guys. So I went to La La Land this morning to pick up a matcha. I got their Lala latte, which is so good. It has like a coconut cold foam like froth on top and then a little bit of honey, and I got it with half oat, half almond milk per usual. My favorite drink. And then I'm snacking on these French squirrel berets. I like to have them like as a pre-workout too. Like I just had one before I worked out this morning, and then I'm just snacking on this other one while I finish up some planning for the week. This planner is literally my life. If I didn't write down everything I have going on, I wouldn't remember anything. I wouldn't get anything done. And then just doing some computer work, figuring out what this day is gonna look like, what my week's gonna look like, and just planning for everything. Because since I work for myself, I have no one telling me what to do, when to finish things by, like being on top of me, and I need to do that myself, and this keeps me organized. So stopped by my P.O. box to pick up some packages, and I got this gorgeous package by Encha Matcha, and they have a really good ceremonial grade matcha, and they sent me like the whole kit with the whisk and a bowl and the sifter, so I'm happy about that. And then I also got a massive package from Branch Basics, which this is my favorite non-toxic cleaning stuff. So I use this to clean the house, and it's really nice because it's all like reusable. They send you bottles and then you use this one all-purpose concentrate for everything. So I am excited about that. I love this brand so much. So sometimes before my day, I like to just scroll on Pinterest and see some like motivational quotes and like get some good words and just see some like pretty pictures. I don't know. I just find like it helps me like put in a good mindset sometimes. And also super exciting because I'm gonna be posting new videos on YouTube every single Sunday now. So let's get it. I'm pumped. I'm gonna be getting into like a really good routine, I think, which is something I've been wanting to do with YouTube for so long and being like consistent. So I'm picking a day, and that day is Sundays. So I will have a new video for you guys every single Sunday, vlogs, what I eat in a day. I'm gonna be filming a what I eat in a week later on this week too. So always let me know if there's a video that you wanna see, like tell me in the comments, DM me, whatever. I love to hear from you guys. And then if you don't already know, I always post podcast episodes every Wednesday. So every Sunday morning will be YouTube, and every Wednesday morning is my podcast. And speaking of the podcast, that is actually something that I'm working on right now. I always like to record my podcast more on like Mondays rather than Tuesdays, since I post on Wednesdays. And so what I like to do and how I prep for my podcast is I just open up my notes. I'll show you guys on my computer. I open up my notes app and I kind of just like lay out the main points that I'm gonna talk about for the episode, and then I kind of just wing the rest of it. Like I don't really like to put a lot of description or content in the notes, just kind of like the main bullets, and then I just talk. So this one's like super basic. I want to talk about like single life and how to be happy about it. And so like here are some of like the 6 tips actually for this episode that I want to talk about, and I might like write a few like ending notes at the bottom or just like anything else I want to talk about, and I just kind of go from there. Okay, I am now starving and I need to make a meal for like brunch at this point. It's like already noon. So I think I'm gonna make breakfast tacos because I have all the ingredients for it. and I love breakfast tacos, so let's get into it. Starting with some must-haves for breakfast tacos. Eggs. These are my favorite eggs ever. Vital Farms organic pasture raised. I find that the yolks are always so orange, so delicious. I've been using this brand forever. And if I don't get this brand, I also really like getting eggs from the farmer's market. I just didn't have time to go this past week. Siete Foods tortillas, so good. And then bitchin' sauce. I always get asked like what sauce I'm using, because when I post a picture it looks so good, and it's always this chipotle bitchin' sauce. I don't always add mushrooms to my breakfast tacos. I usually do it for like veggie tacos, but these are gonna go bad soon, so I thought, why not add more? And that's just my mentality with like food nowadays, is always, how can I add even more great nutritious veggies, whatever it is, to my meals instead of taking away. So I don't think of like restriction mentality, I think of abundance mentality. And I think that's another amazing way to heal your relationship with food and just have a better relationship with food, is when you're always thinking of like more and what can I add to my meals instead of taking away. Like you'll notice such a big shift in your mindset when you start thinking about things that way. And that's how I'm doing it. Always adding veggies, always adding more colors, always adding whatever I can to my meals. So the eggs and mushrooms are done cooking. Now I'm just gonna add some arugula. Love adding some sort of green to my breakfast. And then some of this salsa from Whole Foods, bitchin' sauce, and a little bit of diced red onion. Okay, breakfast tacos are done. This is one of my favorite meals to make. It is so nutrient dense, so balanced, fat, protein, carb, everything's in here. And it keeps me feeling really full and satiated for the morning. So basically I've been in this spot for the past few hours doing a lot of admin stuff. I had a meeting with my manager. I've been doing a lot of editing on my phone, editing for a brand that I'm working with, videos, other content, posting stories, answering DMs, answering emails, just a lot of behind the scenes stuff that you wouldn't see. So I just got out of the shower, and as soon as I got out of the shower, I checked like my Instagram and my messages, and one of my followers literally goes, dude, SZA reposted you. And I'm like, what? No way. So I go to SZA's profile, I go to her story, and it's literally my post. SZA literally reposted my post an hour ago. SZA, out of all people, I love this. Sorry, I'm in too much shock to speak. Like, I am obsessed with SZA. I love her so much, and SZA saw my post and reposted on her story. Literally all my friends are texting me now and they're like, dude, what the hell? Crazy day. Crazy day today. SZA. Okay, now I am back in the studio, AKA my closet. This is where I record my podcasts, and I love it because I kind of actually feel like I have a little studio, even though I don't have a podcast studio. Hopefully one day I will, fingers crossed. But for now, I get to just like set up my laptop, my microphone on this little table. I'm in my enclosed space. I always bring a drink with me. Like today I got my matcha and some water, and I can just freely speak, and I feel super like comfortable and inspired and happy here. So how I basically do it is I have my notes set up from like the topic notes that I want to talk about today on my laptop as I'm recording on a program called Audacity. So if anyone is like wanting to make a podcast, I guess this is a way that you can do it yourself. Like I just created an account on Anchor and then I record on Audacity with my Blue microphone. So it's really not that complicated. And the way that I record my podcasts is that I just edit as I go along. So I don't really do any editing after. So what I mean by that is like if I'm speaking and I don't know what to say, like I'll just pause it instead of having a long pause that I would have to clip or like cut out later. So I'll just like pause as I go along. And I also, like if I say something that I don't like or I messed up or whatever, like I'll just go back and edit it like right then and there instead of waiting to do it after. That's the way I do my podcasts. If you were curious, this is my method and how it works for me. It's different for everyone. I just love it. Like doing my podcast has easily become my most favorite platform that I have. I just love like being able to connect deeper, I think, on a platform like my podcast. I can really talk about certain topics that I'm passionate about, and then I can go deeper on it and actually have like a 20, 30, 40 minute like conversation versus just like a 30-second video online. I personally like love having a podcast, and it makes me so fulfilled and like happy, and like whenever someone DMs me and tells me that they listen to it, it just makes me so happy because it's like my baby. I love my podcast so much. So if you haven't listened to it yet, I highly recommend checking it out. I post podcast episodes every Wednesday. Okay, I'm officially done with the workday. It is now, I think, like 6:30. Finished recording my podcast episode. It's gonna be a great episode all around how to enjoy the beauty of being single, and this was actually a very highly requested topic. So I'm excited for that episode to come out. And now I'm getting ready to go to the beach for sunset time with my friend, and my hair is super greasy, so I think I'm gonna wear this hat, this brown top, and then these white jeans and white sneaks. Just gotta finish doing a few finishing touches on makeup, and I'm excited. I like to do things typically like after work. Something that I've always been struggling with ever since I started to work for myself is like work-life balance, because I could technically be working 24/7 with my job and my business and what I'm doing, but getting out of the house after I'm done with like the main bulk of my day, like podcasts, emails, content, filming, editing, etc. It's always nice to get out and do something. So I'm excited we're going to the beach. It's a beautiful day today. And of course, I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. So here's my like no makeup look kind. I just did a few things. Let me know if you want the tutorial on what I do. Pretty simple. Good morning. It is now 8 a.m. on Tuesday. I'm going to an event today that's hosted by Meta, aka Facebook and Instagram, in Malibu, so that should be fun. But I'm starving, so I'm making some avocado toast with this Young Cobra bread. It's my favorite. This brand has like the best gluten-free breads. They're all sourdough, fermented, so good for the gut, and the ingredients are always on point. And then I'm drinking this frothy matcha latte. So I'm heading out for this wellness summit hosted by Meta, Facebook, Instagram, etc. So this should be interesting. It's a different workday in the life. This doesn't like typically happen, but I thought I'll show you guys the fit. The top is from Princess Polly. These jeans are Girlfriend from Revolve, and then my Air Force Ones. So let's go. So I got home about a few hours ago from the event, and I literally went to sleep right away after getting home. Wow, I feel so weird talking with my headphones in. I'm still so out of it, you guys. I was so tired after the event, I needed to nap. And so now I'm on a walk. I forced myself to get out of bed and like just go be in nature, which helps me always. I'm listening to this podcast now from the Skinny Confidential, which they're talking about like their current wellness favorite things. So let's see what I learned. So Autumn and I just did a quick little full moon ritual. We like to do that every so often. We haven't done it in a minute though.
I know, it's been a while.
I know, but it's fun. So we did some journal prompts for like this full moon in Sagittarius to release some things. What am I calling in? So a few of the prompts I did was, what am I releasing? So like anything that's keeping me unhappy or stuck with where I'm at. And then what excuses am I making to myself that's holding me back? I like to do this stuff every so often. I feel like the full moon's just like a good, honestly, like excuse to do it. And then you just feel the energy with you, you know?
Feels good.
Yeah, it feels good. And we pulled some tarot. So that was fun.
Spiritual baddies.
Spiritual baddies be like. Wednesday. I still haven't made my bed clearly, but you know, sometimes that's just reality. I just posted a Princess Polly haul on Instagram, so check that out if you want some new like summer inspo. And I'm really excited for today. Today's gonna be a fun day. I'm actually going to an Aloe House event. So like Aloe hosts this like really big summer kickoff party every year, and last year's was really cool. So I'm super excited for today. And first, I'm going to Erewhon right now to try the new Hailey Bieber smoothie. I was shocked when I heard that Hailey Bieber is doing a smoothie collab with Erewhon, and I was like, we have to go try it. So today should be a fun day. Not all work days are as fun as today or yesterday. Like usually I don't have this many like cool events happening, but I thought I'd bring you guys along. So we're back from Aloe House, and it was actually so fun. Like, don't you think today's event was better than their previous ones?
Oh my god, it was my favorite Aloe event.
Yeah.
It was sick.
Me too. I actually thought they did a really good job. There wasn't like too many people, which was nice, and the house was really, really cool. Like the setup was great. There was like other stuff to do. Like we got our auras read. It was really fun, and now we're tired and hungry. And of course, my last stop that I need to make before I leave tomorrow is Erewhon. So we're gonna quickly get some din from the hot bar. Today's combo plate, I got their gluten-free chicken tenders, which are my favorite. Buffalo cauliflower and then some potatoes under, and kale white bean avocado salad. So I am just finishing up packing now. It is Thursday morning and I'm heading home to Chicago today. I'm so excited. I'm going home for Father's Day to see my parents because I haven't seen them in a minute. And I just quickly need to finish packing, cleaning, eating, organizing, you know, all that stuff before I get on the flight today. So I'm gonna have to conclude this week's vlog. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. Also, seeing my reflection in the mirror right now is like really tripping me out. But stay tuned for new videos every single Sunday. I am so excited to be back on my YouTube game. So thank you for being here.